Hello. I had to unplug everything and then plug it all back in today. So here we are today. How are you doing, everyone? I think that's better. Yeah, that lighting's better. Cool. Hope you guys are doing well. I am having a day. It's been very busy, but I'm very excited because we're editing some photos from Wardruna's set. I'm actually gonna pop on my merch really quick. Um, I got to see Chelsea Wolfe in Wardruna last night. It was really awesome. Um, and if you're hopping in here and you're like, why didn't I see that on socials? It's because nothing's coming up on the socials, so that's why I'm doing a little stream here, just to do a little bit of a promotion and talk about a little bit about how cool it was. But yeah, I should be streaming together with myself, but let me double check that really quick. Okay, checking in. I keep clicking the wrong buttons. Yay, I am streaming together with myself. Hello. Hi, friends. Okay. But yeah, if you guys are a regular on my channel, this is Helena or Helena Michelle. You guys know that I am a huge fan of Wardruna. I listen to their music all the time on stream. We are currently listening to them now. They were one of my top 5 artists last year. I think that they're going to be hitting the top 5 again just because they're just such a consistent breath of fresh air. So yeah, I feel like I could just like really easily lose track of all that because I don't know, not lose track of like all the things that I can say because just like getting into listening to them and then I don't know, once you like start listening to them and listening to them deeply and then of course see them live afterward, it's you can get sucked into a trance so easily. It's very, very cool. I have not come across much music that just is that instantly healing. Oop, that instantly healing. Um, and just yeah, overall, really, really special, really cool music. There was a quote that I think their name is Bear, the lead of the band of the project, um, said, and I'm gonna make sure that that's put in the article because it was just so beautifully said. Just like talking about how there was music for everything back in the day, and we're kind of losing that. And Wardruna is a kind of a project to just an attempt, become an attempt to bring that back. And I really think that that stands for itself, you know? But yeah, anyways, with that being said, I will go about this band for a while. And I know it's a little different from typical Glass Factory fashion. But I don't know. We all need something like this in our lives that's just very refreshing and palate cleansing and healing. And I think Wardruna definitely does that. I did take quite a few photos of everybody, but we're gonna be keeping it pretty simple, and I'm gonna pretty much just stick to a couple, and we're gonna keep things pretty short. Hi Kaplans, how are you doing? It's been a minute. It's also been a minute since I've been alive on Glass Factory. I am alive. So yeah, I don't know. I've been up to quite a lot behind the scenes. some of that stuff is starting to come out. And then I also did take a little bit of a I also did take a little bit of a break from going to shows for health reasons. So that's also why you haven't heard much from me. But I've been doing my best to be active behind the scenes, and I've been cooking up a lot of stuff. This fall is gonna be insane. But yeah. Yes, I'm alive. I'm alive too. It's been a very busy couple of days. But we are alive. We are here. She's died down for me, so maybe got sad about it, but now I'm hyped it back. Yeah, no, I kind of feel the same, but all my other work picked up freelance wise. So yeah, it's why it's been a little bit slower on Glass Factory, and I put a pause on the Twitch interviews because even though they're not that much work to set up, it's quite a lot of time out of my day to make sure that everything's all coordinated. There is a little bit of coordination behind it. I do want to resume the Twitch interview series. I've been missing it. It's just been really cool to like meet so many cool people that way. I believe our last interview was Bubbly Nuggets. Hi Void, how are you doing? So, photos are gonna be pretty simple today. I'm really, really excited. I can't wait to see what turned out. But I actually saw this person who opened for Wardruna, Chelsea Wolfe, if you've heard of them. I mean, I'm wearing the hat. um, but I got to see them be a guest at Elza Kane's show a couple weeks ago, and oh my gosh, it was so cool. So yeah, and it was something that I was like thinking about as I was planning out my shows and my shoots for the next couple months. I was reminded that Chelsea Wolfe was on this lineup, and I got even more excited. Could just sit there and say hi. Most people would appreciate you here. Oh, well, I appreciate you, Kaplans. I have been live on this is Helena doing my weekly streams because I need to do something. But yeah, making chainmail has been a very great escape from the busyness. So just trying my best to stay consistent and stay as consistent as possible. And the Glass Factory streams should be returning a little bit more often for at least a little bit. Hopefully, yeah. I've been really missing you guys. But how are you doing, Void? How are you doing, Kaplans? And I also have a YouTube chat I gotta keep on. I gotta keep an eye on, not keep an eye on. Oh, did I close the tab? I sure did. Look at me. I did close the tab. I am li- Oh wait, no, I didn't. I'm here. Hi. Hello. Let me pop out the chat here really quick so that I don't lose it again. Okay, I don't have to see myself. I just need to know things are going smoothly. Oh, she missed us? Yeah, of course I did. Of course I did. Sitting here in a Panera waiting for my girlfriend for the next couple of hours. Ooh, nice. That's chill. Thinking of starting a YouTube? Do it. I just started one myself. After like helping coordinate some of the stuff on Glass Factories, I've been just like, I'm missing something in my creative journey. So yeah, I did that. I won't be talking too much about my work here. We're gonna be focusing mostly on Glass Factory today. But yeah, speaking of YouTube, we do have a new interview up that just went live at about 10 a.m. my time. It's linked in the description or it's linked in the chat. I'm gonna link it in the YouTube chat as well. So definitely go check that out. I had a really, really cool time with this one. I chatted with Attack Attack last week and popped that interview out real quick. I wanted you guys to have that as soon as possible. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy it as much as I did and recording it and chatting with them. Yeah. Oh yeah, you do. I'm sure you do. They invented they invented what we know now as crowdcore. It's a form of metal, metalcore, and there's some EDM elements in it. So we love that for them. Their new album is sick too. I'm really excited for it about it. Crabcore. There you go. I spelled it out. You should Google it. You should Google it. Crab rave. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes. And they pretty much started it all. At least in my opinion. I'm sure there's some people that will debate that fact, but well, you're not wrong. Pretty much what they wanted to do was just have fun with their music, and they were, I don't know, they just like tried a bunch of different things that were really unique at the time, and like they defined an entire niche. I need to check and see if my audio is playing in YouTube. Okay, yeah, so we're good. I was a part of a core niche once. It was nightcore. What? Ooh, you need to describe that to me. What is that like? What is that like? You and me both. It's dead now. Well, you could bring it back. Just saying. Revive it. Things can't stay dead. Hang on, I need to restart this. Oh, really? It's basically just sped up music. Got it. Okay. Yes, I know what you're talking about now. Yes. Yes. I remember back when it was like a little bit more popular originally before TikTok kind of made it its own thing. Was I really into it personally? No, but that's okay. Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. It took a second because I honestly hadn't thought about it in quite some time. Mm, blue, yeah. Saturation. You used to rap too? Were you one of those SoundCloud rappers? I dated a guy who rapped once. I don't even like SoundCloud. I used to. I discovered Aurora and Lord there. Back before it was cool, guys. Were you a SoundCloud rapper? No, absolutely not. I tried singing back in the day, but back in the day as in like elementary school and middle school. I even did like a talent show, and I mean nobody told me I was good, but nobody told me I was bad either. So I was like, all right, people might be just being polite. So I stopped. I was like, I don't know, man. They might be just being nice to me and saying that I'm good. Like the few people that did. Because they were like family and friends. That's the thing about being creative. Nobody tells you that you're really good unless you're really, really good. And they're like, oh my God. And there were a couple of things that I was like, people were amazed. They said that they were amazed about, and I believed a little bit more. So those are the things that I stuck with. I loved SoundCloud for all my indie stuff. The ad-free membership cost. Yeah, yeah. I hated when that happened. Leave things free. Not really. I mean, like I get it. You gotta make your money, but whatever. That one burned. That one stunk. So what if I'm considering it. I'm considering it. It seems worth it. Considering how much I'm on Twitch, like that one I can understand. So no real judgment there on my end. I got better with for free. Do you get ads, Kaplans? Because I know some people don't get ads. I mean, maybe you shouldn't be telling that on Bezos's platform. Maybe he'll catch on. So, ooh, nice. Maybe you need to share with the class, but not here, so that nobody else finds out. We can gatekeep that info. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. I get that. I think I get more from Twitch Turbo than I do ad revenue, which I don't know if that's normal, but you get quite amount good amount for Twitch Turbo. Oh wait, what? Yes. Yes. Not as much as a sub, but more than ad revenue. Like I've noticed that I get less from ads in some cases than I do with Turbo, but I think that depends on the viewers that I get. More and more people are switching to Turbo. So if you like do want to directly support a creator, of course, subbing is, probably one of the better ways. Yes. Okay, so I'm not making that up. That is true. I haven't looked at my analytics in a minute, so it's been a bit. Is it really? I didn't know that with the YouTube Premium, but that makes sense. Yeah, understandably, like if you're just watching that sticking around and watching ads and you're not paying anything, it's still better than, not watching at all. I get it. I'm on a budget too. If I could sub to all my friends, I would. But that's kind of why I'm like Turbo's smart on their part because there are those people that do that. I probably could balance things out and pay for Turbo with my Twitch revenue, but do I want to? Not yet, at least. So, mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. Kaplans, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Now you know. The more you know. I'm still kind of at that point where I'm like, I don't want to pay for YouTube Premium. I really don't. But maybe I will because I do consume quite a bit. It's just like I don't really support necessarily smaller creators on there, at least not yet. I usually support them on their Twitch. I said nothing of the sort. You do what you want with your money. Did you buy Turbo? Oh, the normal Twitch app's updated UI is horrid. Really? I don't know. I don't hate it. I got used to it. I don't like change, so that's just a general. Ooh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't hate the stories. Do I watch the stories? No, but like I don't hate it. Yeah, that part's a little annoying. Whoa. Okay, I don't want to mess with this too much, but this is kind of cool. Yeah. Yeah, but that's kind of our reality, you know? Can't really do much about that. Things change. Starting to be more okay with change, you know? Trying. But I think it's cool that if you don't want to change it back or you don't want things the way that they are, you don't have to leave them that way. You can just find other alternatives without having to like leave. Yeah, and you can use the app that you use. And that's cool. Yeah, I like this one. So you can see the before and after. Look at that color grading. That's so cool. I feel like that's kind of what the colors were too. So I'm kind of bringing them back. They were really, it was really well lighting. Well done lighting. You still get guilt trip me into turbo. Dude, I don't care. You're okay. I did nothing. You guilt tripped yourself. All right. See ya. Yeah, this is why I don't do the tone curve because it's I can't be as lazy as I want to with my edits. I could apply all this without the tone curve, I guess. Hi, Leo. Thanks for the 34 months. You're awesome. Welcome back. You too, Leo. Thank you. Okay, if this breaks my computer, I'm trying the denoise. They might have finally fixed it, but it always broke my computer. And my computer's pretty good. Is the graphics card a little ancient? Yes, but whatever. How well did it work for me? Did it do literally anything? Okay, it did. That's good. It really does. That's why whenever I'm like my computer lags a little bit, like it is right now, CPU. But I will say I am streaming together with myself. So I'm basically running two streams on Twitch, and then I am also running the YouTube channel. So on top of running Lightroom. So I think my computer's doing pretty dang good considering the CPU is a little on the old side. Um, so it just takes a second to catch up, and then once it catches up, it's fine. I haven't had any issues with like desyncing, just like a couple of encoding things here and there. Okay, I don't think this one's bad. It's just not my favorite. I have a couple of others that I want to edit, but we're gonna keep this stream pretty short. Hope you guys are enjoying. This has been fun to edit. the whole reason why I don't mess with the tone curve, because usually whenever I pop on one of my favorite presets, I'll only take a couple of clicks. Makes things really fast, and then whenever I mess with tone curves, it's harder to apply that same color. But I'm always happy to try new things, you know? I'm gonna do another denoise. Let's hope it doesn't break. Don't break my camera. Break my computer. It's gonna take 20 seconds. And then once it applies, it's gonna take a second too. I had my ISO pretty high because my lens is a little on the older side. All right. Yay. Oh, that looks so good. That one. Yeah. All right. And then now I just really want to make this pop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add to, there we go. Yeah. And then my yellows are usually a highlight, but sometimes I switch. I just don't want to make the skin tones look green. Um, but usually it balances out whenever I have like red midtones. Let's see what that looks like compared to what it did. So this is after denoise and before I do any color grading or additional color grading. This is after. Before. After. I think it just like makes it pop just a little bit more. I think what I'm gonna do for the midtones is make it a little bit more pink. Back up. Because I have the blue green. I'm gonna put a little more blue in there. Balance. I like much. Down my highlights just a little bit. Yeah, that one turned out good. Okay, so I might copy my settings from this one and then just paste it on the other one because I didn't really like how I did the tone curves there. It wasn't just like, just wasn't speaking to me, you know? I tried to get everybody in too, but I was a little bit more, it was a seated venue, so I wanted to make sure that I wasn't in the way of anybody. This one's cool. This one has everybody. Look at that. I'll do that. Let me paste the settings from the previous one. Yeah, let's go. All right, and then denoise. Oh, this song is so cool. This whole album, Björna, they really did a good job with this one. Am I still streaming together with myself? Yes. Okay, just checking. Yeah. That one's sick. Okay. See if there's any more that are like that. My RAM's pretty good. It's my CPU. The CPU is the one thing that I haven't replaced on this computer yet. I think I have 32 with the capability of adding more. But Lightroom likes, and Adobe likes using pretty much all of your CPU, and then streaming takes a little bit of it. So I'm pretty much running 3 streams at once, which I am. Here we are. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We got some good photos here. Recommended a 16. Yeah. I know exactly what I need to fix on my computer. It's a matter of money and time. Yeah, these turned out sick. I like these. Yeah, exactly. That's the situation that I'm in right now. And it's just old. That's it. Nothing else. So yeah. We're keeping it pretty straightforward today. That was that little editing session. I had edited some photos before. But I wanted to edit some more here, make sure that we had everything that you needed, everything that you guys could see, because I really, really, really wanted to share something that from this night, because last night was just so cool. Yeah, I'm not at the point where I want a new computer yet. I like mine. But yeah, basically, as far as what I thought of the performance, like, I don't know if you guys caught a general idea of things, but it was at a venue where I think a lot of plays happen. I hadn't been to that venue before. It was absolutely gorgeous. Just yeah, right there. Um, it was seated. It was really, really like high class, really cool. Like one of those kinds of places that I would want to go to an opera, like get super duper dressed up for. Um, so starting off with that, that was like really, really cool. Set the scene. Chelsea Wolfe, absolute legend. I've been a fan of theirs for quite some time now. Um, and then of course Wardruna. And if you're familiar with me at all, you know that I like Wardruna a lot. You guys hear them a lot on stream. But if you haven't heard of them before, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work. Very, very healing. Um, there is an escapism aspect to it, but I think more importantly, it's a refreshing of something that's like kind of primal and ancient, and it's been made new, and it's really, really, really cool. I don't know, very cool, very special to see live. I've always been moved by their music, but seeing it live in person, it's just a whole nother level. Um, yeah, I mean, just to like say I was taken on a journey is an understatement. Um, yeah, you kind of just get taken out into some of those like deep parts of yourself that you have shut away for a little bit, and they help you, like the music kind of just like helps you unpack a little bit of that so that by the end of it you just feel a little bit lighter at the end. So it's really special, really cool, really, really rare to find music that's just like to that level of healing the deeper, most inner parts of yourself. Um, so it just like speaks to a part of you that usually is sleeping. Um, and it kind of awakens it a little bit. So it's really special. I don't know. I just like I feel like I could just like keep talking about it for a while. I'm only now just like finding words to describe their music after like years of listening to it. And you guys know I've been like doing journalism stuff. Like there's very few projects that leave me short of words. And this is one of them that has for for a while. I don't want one, but I don't want to wait till mine's dead. Yeah, I get that feeling. I get that feeling. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's stream. YouTube, that's gonna be it from me. Twitch, stick around. We're gonna be rating someone. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, YouTube, and thanks for joining. Stay tuned for a review on Glass Factory. It's gonna be going up pretty shortly. So yeah. Bye, YouTube. Stick around, Twitch.